What up, YouTube? It is your boy All About The Sneakerz back with another unboxing and review video for you guys. Now today, as you can tell from thumbnails as well as the title of the video, that is correct, guys. We're unboxing the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Obsidian. Alright guys, now this sneaker was supposed to release last week, as in when I'm recording this video. Not sure when I'll get this up, but it did get pushed back a week later due to some discrepancies with the sneaker, as it does have some defects on the toe box. Now once Nike noticed the issue and they reported it to the retail stores, they did pull the pairs off the shelves and send some of them back to Nike, but not all stores. Some of them did slip through on release day, Snipes in particular. They also sold pairs online, and some stores have the defective pairs and they're still selling them, so I'm not sure all of the technicalities behind that, but thankfully I was able to get my pair in store and my pair is not defective, or at least for the most part. Also have another pair from JD online, so big ups JD for that, I appreciate it. So yeah, it's a double up. Your boy had to have two pairs of these. The reason why is because this is the first Air Jordan 1 that broke the ugliness of the Air Jordan 1 that I used to hate. I could not stand Air Jordan 1s, and now they're the most predominant sneaker in my collection. And that was the Air Jordan 1 High Obsidian, a very clean sneaker, but at the time I couldn't understand all of the hype behind it, which it really didn't have a lot of hype, to be honest. That hype grew over time with the resale value increasing, but I just couldn't seem to like the shoe even when I got it. I didn't understand why people like Air Jordan 1s. I really didn't know the difference between mids and highs. It took some time. It took a learning curve for me to get that down pat because I was just never into the shoe. But that sneaker is the one that broke the mold for me, and therefore I did have to have this one as well, the low variant. However guys, if you're new to the channel or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Comment below, let me know if you guys went after this sneaker or not, if you're able to pick up your raffle pair that you may have won that some of the stores were like, hey, we're not releasing those, we're sending them back, or if you're able to get lucky on the previous release day or even this release day, or you just don't like the shoes at all. Comment all of that down below. Now Air Jordan 1 seem to be losing a little bit of their hype or demand, should I say, unless it's one of those sought after pairs such as the Bread 85, which is also highly limited, which plays a role in the hype factor. However, the low in general seems to not be so much hype as some of the highs. And when I say low, I mean low OG. A lot of the regular lows that do release lately with the Jumpman on the tongue, Stitch Air Jordan Wing logo in the back, those are highly abundant everywhere. So in terms of low, I mean the low OG. But that doesn't deter me. I am a collector of the Air Jordan 1 now. I like it a lot. Love the silhouette, love the colorway, so I will continue to pick up some of these pairs. Who knows when that'll die down for me. However guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, and as you can see here, we did secure the bag of City Gear. Big up City Gear for the W on this one. I greatly appreciate it. Alright guys, taking a look at the box, we do have an Obsidian box with a University Blue Nike branding. We also get that same look on the top of the lid, very nice. I love how the sneaker box matches the shoe, very clean. However, on one side of the box, we have our size sticker. And the size sticker reads Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG. The colorway is Obsidian University Blue Sail. This is a men's US size 10, personal size for me in the Air Jordan, and the suggested retail price is $140 US. Alright you guys, not mad at that price at all. I can handle that. Luckily I was able to use a $10 discount, so with tax that brought it down right around $140. However, let's see what we have under the lid. All right, guys, flipping the lid on this one, as you can see, we get cardboard underneath, nothing special. We do have our little swoosh branding and our Nike swoosh. I don't see a lot number or anything like that. Let me get my receipt out of the way. Flipping the tissue paper up, we have this tan sort of tissue paper, and let's get the shoe out. And there we have it, guys, the Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG Obsidian, a very clean sneaker. So glad to have this one in the collection. Hey man, it looks just like how I would imagine it. It is the Obsidian, clean as heck. However, let's go ahead and go over it in depth here, starting with with our outsole, as you can see, we do get this Obsidian outsole. It appears to be black in the camera, but it is an Obsidian color that matches the upper, which we'll go over here shortly. We also have sail here on the midsole. Not sure if some people would like to see white there, but I am perfectly okay with the sail. Very, very nice, giving it that nice vintage vibe. And I actually haven't pulled out my Air Jordan 1 High OG Obsidian in a while, so I can't remember if that sneaker has sail on it or not, but I'll put an image up here and you guys can be the determining factor of that. I'm not opposed to if it had white or if it has sail. However, on up to the upper here, we do get this Obsidian blue going around the toe box, as well as going up to the eye stay and on our Nike swoosh, which is very, very nice leather in my opinion. Very buttery feel to this sneaker. Yeah, if you like decent leather on Air Jordan 1s, this is one to definitely have in the collection. Very nice leather on this one. However, here in the rear on the ankle piece, we do get that university blue, just a very nice pop that contrasts with the rest of the shoe. Here on this mid panel, we do get some more sail that matches with our midsole, which we also get on the toe box, which we'll go over here shortly. Oh, and also that university blue does extend up here to the back tab again, which we'll go over here shortly. However, guys, other than that, that pretty much wraps it up for the lateral side of the shoe. Moving along. Taking a look at the medial side of the shoe, we get a very similar look as we got on the lateral side. Moving along. Taking a look at the shoe from the top down, as you can see that Obsidian on our outsole, sail here on the midsole, more Obsidian leather here going around the toe cap, sail leather here on our toe box. May appear to be white in the camera, but it is sail. Obsidian blue flat laces in place. We get a white nylon tongue, and on our tag here we do get an Obsidian tag with university blue Nike Air. Very clean in my opinion. Now always be sure to check your second shoe, because this one comes with an extra pair of laces. I believe that is sail on the laces. So hey, for any of you having trouble finding some sail laces to put in your other sneaker to lace swap, not a bad looking sneaker to have here, and you have an extra set of laces if you want to use the sail laces in something else. Kudos to you. However, that pretty much wraps it up from the top down. Moving along. All right, taking a look at the rear of the sneaker, we do get that Obsidian outsole with our sail midsole, university blue going up the back, and we do get an Obsidian wing logo up top. Very, very nice in my opinion. Digging this a lot. Dope look from the rear of the sneaker, which is a slightly different look than you'll get from the High OG, because it doesn't have that wing logo in the back. You get that on the side. So a nice touch to the rear of this pause. However, that pretty much wraps it up for the rear view. Moving along. All right, guys, onto the interior. As you can see, we do get this sort of silky like Obsidian sock liner. We get our jargon on the back of the tongue in university blue. We also get an Obsidian insole with Nike Air in university blue on the insole. Very nice. And we also have our size sticker inside, and it looks like you can see it a little bit better here at a distance, so there you have it. But other than that, we have our size tag on the side wall and tissue paper stuffed inside. But that pretty much wraps it up for the interior. Moving along. All right, guys, last but not least, onto the outsole of the shoe. As you can see, we do have an all over Obsidian outsole. Very, very clean in my opinion, but this appears to be black, so therefore you won't have to worry about this one getting too dirty. And might I state, we have that Nike branding right there in the center. However, that pretty much wraps it up for the outsole of this one. Moving along. All right, guys, and once again, you just saw right here on All About the Sneakers, the Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG Obsidian, a very, very clean sneaker. Again, glad to have this one in the collection. All right, guys, quick little fun fact about the high version of this sneaker. Again, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I did not care for the Air Jordan 1. Therefore, when I copped this shoe, I couldn't understand why people liked it so much, and I actually doubled up on that shoe. But before I could even leave the mall with my double up, a guy offered me $300 for the sneakers, and I let those things fly. But needless to say, not long after that, they started going up and up and up. And from that day and even now, I regret selling the sneaker, not only because of the fact that the market value went up, but just for the fact that I started liking it even more weeks down the line, and I wanted that double up, but I was never able to get that back, which is another reason I'm glad to have a double up on this one. However, guys, again, if you're new to the channel, or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Again, comment below, let me know if you guys are going after this one or not. As you guys know, I'm always in the comments responding. However, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. I do appreciate you all for tuning in and rocking with your boy. As you know, I rock with you guys 1000%. However, that is all I have for you guys today on this episode. Until the next episode, keep keeping it all about the sneakers. Once again, it is your boy, All About the Sneakers, signing off. Until the next episode, I will catch you guys later. Salute, I'm out.